Living in Spain, the monthly costs. I live in the southeast of Spain, the Costa Clida, just outside the town of Mazarron, near the sea. It's a rural area, so the price of property here is a bit cheaper than most parts of Spain. I'll just give you a little bit of a background. Me and the wife are over 60s. We're not of pension age yet, but we are taking out our private pension. And each month, we've been here over 2 years now, we've always taken out £1,000 sterling, gone for a money exchange, and depending on the rate, when we first arrived here, was getting well over 200 extra euros a month. But at the moment, with the BritX, we're just sort of on the average about 100 euros a month. So you can see there's been a bit of a drop. But we've always classed the euro to the pound anyway, so what we get extra has always been a bonus. This means we can go out a little bit more sometimes than others, that's all. Okay, I'll be stopping every now and again because of the traffic, but I thought I'd come outside and explain what's going on. So the monthly costs. Well, every month we've got a private health insurance. Now that also depends on your age and obviously your medical condition. Now we pay over 200. That does go up each year, not a lot, but it does go up each year, so think about that. We also got a private funeral plan which covers for Spain and the UK. We got that on a 5-year monthly. We pay about 56 euros a month for that. We also pay the electric each month. Now when we first arrived, that was every 2 months. For some reason it's gone to every month now. Now that could obviously fluctuate. Now we own a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom villa with a pool. Obviously the pool is an extra cost really, especially during the summer months. And then that adds on to the electric. So the electric sort of varies from 90 euros up to 200. Also we got air conditioning. The water's every 2 months. Now I class the water quite cheap really because we're in a 7-year drought in Spain, and that fluctuates between 60 to can be 200, but that's every 2 months, so it's not too bad. Heating, now we've got oil heating. Now we usually pay that every 3 or 4 months depending on what, and that obviously also goes on the price of oil. Internet, we pay that every month. That's just about 30 euros a month. We haven't got no telephone. We've got a couple of pay-as-you-go mobile phones. We find that adequate. The TV, we got a massive satellite on the roof. It was there when we bought the place, so we haven't got to pay for the TV. We can watch English programs. We've got free stat. What else have we got? Oh yeah, we got obviously running of the car. We got a left-hand drive Spanish car. Usually between 30 euros a week, depending on how we use it. The other thing is food, obviously. Food varies from about 200 a month, depending on how we want to eat, I suppose, really. We found here that the seasonal food is fantastic. One about, obviously, fruit and veg, and obviously during the summer months, things like strawberries and things like that are lovely. We can get big massive pallets for quite cheap. But that's about it on the monthly. Now on top of that, we do have to top up the 1,000, obviously. Things like house insurance and car insurance. And we found the house and the car, we're probably talking about 450. Sometimes we take out a yearly travel insurance because we do to and fro sometimes, and that works out cheaper. I can't really give you a price on that. The car, right, now our car is not 10 years old yet, but we've done its first MOT. Here it's called ITV. That cost us about 52. That also depends on the type of car you get, and we got diesel. Car tax is about the same. That has to be paid every year, obviously. On top of all this, you've got council tax. They call it the EV tax. Because of the type of property we got, ours is about 500. You can obviously get it cheaper. depending on what property you get. The other thing is the non-residential property tax. Now this year we got stung because we didn't know what to do with it really. So we let our solicitors deal with it, and they charged us 110 each. But the actual tax was like 68 euros each. So next year, well this year, we're going to do it ourselves or find somebody a little bit cheaper. So they're all things that you've got to think about. So even though we put in 1,000 a month, sometimes that's not enough, so we always have to top it up. But usually it's every 2 or 3 months we do a top up. We try not to do the insurances monthly. We just want to clear them out of the way. Believe you can do that monthly, and I believe you can have a plan for your electricity, but we just pay it as you go. Have I covered everything? Let's have a look, because I bet I've forgotten something. Okay, the pool. Now obviously the pool's a bit of a lifestyle luxury. We do it ourselves. You can get people to do it, and that charges from 30 to 50 euros a month if you get somebody else to do it for you. We do it ourselves. We do all the well, my wife does it, I should say, does the chemicals. We have to top it up, so that's added to the water bill obviously, and obviously running the pump nearly continuous in the summer. That's extra cost on the electric. What else? Have we got anything else? Tax, shopping, house building. No, I think that's about it really. Now I've been putting this video off for ages really, because Spain's such a vast country, and depending on where you want to live, Barcelona, Madrid, the south of Spain, depending on the price of property, the lifestyle and the size of property is obviously going to depend on your expenditure. But this gives you a rough idea. We found that the 1,000's enough, and at the moment we're still quite happy, even though the pound's quite low. We still find that the 1,000's enough. Well, I hope you found that useful. It's quite handy knowing somebody that actually lives here like me, that can give you some advice on pricing. Now, like I said before, depending on your lifestyle and where you want to live in Spain, it will vary. But I hope that's giving you some sort of guide. As I always say, keep watching. If you've got any questions you want to ask me, please do below. I will put information below the video as well. But as I always say, keep watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.